Interview with Maggie at the Music Room by me and Amelia. What's your favorite instrument in this room?
Ooh, that is a hard question. It's hard to choose, especially since we have some new ones, but I'm going to have to choose this. Now this just looks like a box, but actually it's called a cajon, and it's used in Peru. And what's cool about it is you just sit on it and it's a drum. And you can play anywhere on the drum. And in the back, that's where the sound comes.
What's your favorite music to teach?
Oh, that changes depending on what I'm into at the time. For a while, I loved to teach African music because I got to go and visit Africa. And so I came back and all I wanted to do was teach African music. Then I started learning how to play taiko drums, which are a Japanese kind of drum. And all I wanted to do was teach taiko drumming. Well, now what I'm really excited about teaching is Latin music, music that comes from Cuba, particularly Cuba and Afro-Cuban music. And that's been really, really fun because I'm learning about it and I like to teach it to the kids.
What's your favorite music to listen to?
Oh, that's another hard one, and I have to say it changes depending on my mood. When I'm trying to relax, I try to listen to really pretty, like classical music. I love Bach. I listen to him to try to relax. But then when I want to wake up and have some fun, I put on some Latin American music from Cuba. Like I said, I'm very into that music. So I listen to that, and I love to listen to some singers like Katie Lang, and I love jazz. I love jazz music. Any music that makes me feel good, I like to listen to.
How many grades do you teach?
I just teach 3 grades, but it sure does feel like a lot of kids. It's 3rd, 4th, and 5th grades. So 2 of the grades are in lower school, and 1 of the grades is in upper school. That's 5th grade. And I enjoy teaching them both. Here you can see that we have folders for all the children, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. They're divided into class, so you can find your sheets. As you know, in 3rd grade, the children at the beginning of the year started working on some composition. Here we have Maxie's and Ellie's. Here she wrote 4 measures using quarter notes and 1/8 notes. And there's Thomas's. And you can see Lily did a very, very nice job here. Notice how beautiful her quarter rests are along with her quarter notes and 1/8 notes. Elena did a nice job, and there's Grace. Now Grace had a very particular thing she liked to do, which is to circle the number so she could see exactly where it lined up, and that was a really good idea. Here she added the names of the counts. So 3rd graders, 4th graders, 5th graders, we all have a lot of fun.
How many instruments do you have in the music room?
Well, you would have to count, and I certainly don't have time, but maybe you would do that one day, and that would be a nice reason to go to the Cup of Kindness. You'd have to count every single instrument. If Grace wouldn't mind starting from the back of the room, you see we have about 13 taiko drums, another 13 tubanos, we have 2 bongos over here, we have 6 Tibetan singing bowls, we have an assortment of güiros, we have a ocean drum, bunch of flat drums, we have cups that can be used as instruments, we have hand drums, we have these beautiful hand drums over here, we have about 36 of those, we have extra xylophones, and what's in there? Bottles. That's not exactly an instrument. Then we have all these instruments, these Orff instruments. We have a real-life African xylophone that I brought back, as well as African drums that are directly from Ghana. We have gongs, and we have a Japanese drum. This is a very special drum here. Janet Dykstra Shogo gave that to me. She got it in Japan in 1961, I think, and on it says Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, which is a mantra that I've been chanting for 30 years. So it was pretty amazing that she had this drum and she gave it to me. And then, of course, we have all these boom whackers. Someone would have a lot of fun counting all the boom whackers we have, which we have probably, I don't know, 50 or more. And there's also the congas and the timbales. So your guess is as good as mine. We also have guitars over here. We have 3 guitars, 2 basses, and also some keyboards over here, electric keyboards. Not to mention that big drum right over there under the piano.
How many music classes do you
I would say that I have between 4 and 5 a day. On one day, Tuesday, which I consider my day of freedom, I only have 3 classes. But one of them is chorus, which is like 2 classes.
And then one of them is all.
Okay, well, thank you so much. Very nice to talk with you.